we decided to do before we ever started talking about instruction was to ask our grade level teachers to complete that instructional planning form of what they were already doing before we saw the data. And I made one stipulation that if it went on that form, everybody had to agree that that's what they were doing. And that opened up some very interesting conversations about what was happening, some great things, and then some areas that we needed to look on. So when we came to the table after the beginning of the year benchmark, we looked at that instructional planning form first to see if we had those 5 big ideas in reading, how we were addressing them, and those 8 mathematical principles. Now, at that point, we brought in our current data and looked at our proficient kids, our below proficient, and far below proficient kids, and began to compare what that told us from an instructional standpoint. Again, never talking about paperwork, talking about instruction, what instruction should look like. And at that point was when it really got to be uncomfortable for a lot of people. We'd never done that before. But it also was empowering in the fact that this PLC environment was not a gotcha. It was not an evaluation. It was, this is where we are. Too many times in education, and especially elementary school, when we want to reach kids early, we start throwing things at kids, and we have program after program, but we never get to the point where we strip those things away and know what that child knows at their core level. And that's what we did. We started looking at our instruction as a whole. And it allowed us to make data-informed decisions as to where we are and where we want to go. The beauty of looking at it that way was that we were then able to say, what resources do we have? What are we currently doing? And what do we need to be doing? We found that there were things that we were using that were based off of not our new standards. And so we were wasting time in essence of how we were instructing our groups of kids. And we started to look at what addresses these new standards and how are we going to make sure we're moving forward with kids.